Hey guys, what's up? I already tried to film this intro. My SD card ran out of storage. First of all, you guys are kind of high. Today we're gonna be making Christmas cookies. You're probably looking at this and you're like, this is not a Christmas cookie. These are Christmas cookies. Well, guess what, sis? I'm broke as heck. I'm not gonna go to the store and buy those. This is all we had. Let's just hop right into it, guys. Hop, get it? This actually says joy, but I just thought it was kind of funny. One other thing that I forgot to mention is that the oven is gonna turn off in an hour. So we have to hurry this up. The oven has to be heated to 375. Pretty hot. All right, let's get out a bowl. I didn't want to get this thing out because it's so heavy, you know? Okay, let's jump into it. I'm gonna put this in an outlet. I'm gonna take this and put it right there so I can put the ingredients in it. We need to stir cookie mix, soften butter, water an egg in a medium bowl until soft dough forms. Sounds easy enough, you know? That's what I love about cookie mixes. We've tried to make cookies from scratch on this channel before. Did it work out for us? Very well? Not usually. Nope. Is this safe? Probably not. Oh my gosh. I am literally whole. Let's put this dough batter in the... This isn't batter yet, actually. It's just mix. All right, I'm just gonna dump it in there. Just gonna dump it in here. I'm just feeling a little anxious. That's a lot of mix. That's a substantial amount of mix, if you ask me. That's pretty a lot. That's a good amount of mix. Good amount of mix. A little clumpy. We'll fix that. We can fix that. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then I proceed to whisk. I'm having a good time. Things are really going well for me. And then a tragedy occurs. You know, I spilled flour on the counter. What am I possibly gonna do with that? If I had to guess, I would probably have an emotional breakdown over it. But I get a rag and I clean it up, okay? And things are going well for me until I drop it on the floor while I'm cleaning it off the counter. And this is a huge overreaction, but you're just gonna have to excuse my fragile mentality. So then I clean it up using the same rag, which my mom probably wouldn't be proud of that, and I shoot it in the sink. And then things are back to normal, you know? I'm just having a good time, I'm mixing. But then I realize something else needs to be done. Place your bets down below. What is she gonna return with? A craft ribbon. Wow, that's cool. Okay. What is she gonna do with it? She's gonna put her hair up with it. Wow, that is so innovative and smart too. Have you ever heard of a better idea? Like hair ties? Who is she? You know? So I tie it once and then it's too loose. So I kind of have an emotional breakdown over it for no reason. You know, it's fine. I have emotional problems. We've been over that. I finally get it to a point where my hair is tied back. Things are looking good, you know? I'm happy with my decision. And then I look in the viewfinder and I realize that I look horrible. I look like an ugly prepubescent boy, an old man. And then I start to lose my mind and yeah, but that's fine. That happens a lot. Anyway, let's get back to baking. Next on the list, do we want cutout or drops? That is such a good question. I don't know. Wish I knew. Let's do cutout. This was a big mistake. Okay. But it was not okay. I need something to melt this butter with. No, I'm not gonna edit this out. I'm gonna keep this in. It's me again. If you're wondering why there's so much voiceover action in this video, it's because while I'm filming, I'm really lazy. That's a shocker. But so what I do is I just decide, you know, editing Grace can take care of that, which I'm not too happy about that, but my input doesn't matter, apparently. So anyway, here I am waiting for the butter to melt in the microwave. Such riveting content. You know, it explodes in the microwave. I kind of have a panic attack about that. The only thing about melted butter is that it kind of smells like armpit, which is horrible. Maybe it was just this butter. I don't know. I start mixing and all conflict is avoided until I crack an egg, which I thought I saw a shell in there and I was trying to get it out, but I couldn't find it. So if somebody bit down on a shell, Sorry, tried my best. And then I discovered that the whisk is broken, and underneath the wood handle is years and years of health code violations. Rust, glue, it's all in there, and it's all near my dough, which I don't want happening. So what's a girl to do except take the dough out and try to get, you know, a different utensil. But when I'm digging in the drawer, oh, hi Kaden, I realized I forgot that I had gotten out the electric mixer. I hadn't even complained about it because it's so heavy. What an idiot. Come on, get it together. So anyway, I set that up. I'm a little bit bitter that I hadn't thought of that sooner, but things get a lot easier from here. That is so much. No, no, no. Bad enough. I want to go put it back. Kaden, your hands are all over it. Hashtag just sibling things, am I right? Okay, anyway, so now it's time to get out the cookie cutters. I find a star shape in a really weirdly nice quality dinosaur shape. Oh my gosh, we only have 30 more minutes left. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. And then it was the final round. It was time to go ham. Roll out the dough in any way we could, cut out all the shapes, put them on the pans, and stick them in the oven, okay? And we had a lot of mix in there. We remember. Mix. So I was really stressed out at this point because I only had 30 more minutes left. I wasn't thinking clearly because I absolutely overlapped 2 of my circles, which kind of messed up the circle shape. But I'm not bitter about that, okay? It was time for me to move on. So here I am, putting them on the cookie sheets as quickly as I possibly can while Kaden plays on his iPad in the background. Love that for me. First batch goes in the oven. I'm still frantically rolling it up, cutting it out, put little stars on the circles. Thought that was kind of cute. There's no time for that. This is kind of a cardio work. Okay, that's a little bit too dramatic. The first batch comes out and I am grief stricken, okay? They're way too big, but there's no time to worry about that because the sprinkles have to go on right after the cookies come out of the oven or else they won't stick to the cookies. So that's kind of an important element. As you can see, I'm using a smaller cup this time because last time we used a bigger cup and that didn't really work out for us. So I'm getting smarter, okay? That's pretty good. Okay, second batch goes in. I'm really exhausted, I'm sweating, but I don't have any time to think about that because the second batch has come out of the oven now and I have to put sprinkles on that one. Kind of having a panic attack, but we don't have any time to think about that because this is Christmas. Friendly reminder that hydration is important, okay kids? But there's no time for that. Why? Because our third batch is done, okay? This is our last batch. We have to make this the best batch ever. Except all I did was like sprinkle like 2 colors of sprinkles on all of them. But why let that get in the way of our celebration? We're finally done. It's time for the taste test. Is it the best cookie I've ever had? Absolutely. So now it's time for me to clean up this mess. That's not gonna be super fun, so I'm just gonna let you guys go on your merry way and I'll talk to you later. Okay, this is not related, but doesn't this Christmas card from my sister's school kind of look like all of the staff and teachers are in a branch of the military? Okay, so now that we have all the cookies, we're going to put them on a plate. All right, this is important to me because just like florists, I take pride in doing arrangements, except I don't do it with flowers, I do it with food. And this like isn't a joke. I actually really like doing this. So enjoy this. All right. Beautiful. Wow. So gorgeous. Sprinkles. Let's get some detail. Oh wait, patting it like a dog. Gotcha. Thumbs up. Gotcha. Okay. Detail on the sprinkles. Absolutely just stupendous. Have you ever seen such beauty? Okay. Now it's time for the taste test. Wow. If you're new to the channel, the taste test is something that we do every time. Except no almond milk. How can we possibly have a taste test with no almond milk? We can't. That's the answer. So I'm running up the stairs. I'm being overly dramatic. The camera won't focus on my keys, so it's kind of annoying. Getting in the car, driving with my slippers. That becomes a point of interest later in the story. Oh my gosh, that's not safe. This is a race against time for no reason, but it's okay. I get to the store, I'm walking my slippers, I'm kind of feeling self-conscious, can't find the milk, I'm starting to freak out, but then suddenly there it is, and I don't know which one I usually get, so I kind of have a little internal dialogue about that. I don't know if I get the unsweetened vanilla or the no sugar added, but eventually I figured it out. Milk in hand, we're ready to go. We check out, and you know, I'm still feeling a little bit self-conscious about my slippers, but I saw 3 people that I knew and none of them said anything. Then I can't find my car, have a little bit of a tantrum about that, but it all works out in the end. I find my car, stepped on the brakes a little too hard at one point, but that's really the only conflict that arose. So I get home, I pour myself a glass of almond milk. Things are going well for me until this happens. Contrary to popular belief, I did not have an emotional breakdown about it because I was just overall done with the whole day. It's just been a day of spilling things and it hasn't really been great, but we got through it. It was a successful round of baking and it was all worth it for a sip of sweet, sweet almond milk. So here it was time for the taste test. Was it pretty good? Yeah, it was, but I was distracted, okay? I wasn't fully invested in this taste test. So what's the moral of this story? Always have almond milk in your house. If you don't have almond milk in your house, it's gonna ruin your whole video. It just ruins it when you don't have almond milk. So that's the moral of the story. Moral of the story is always have almond milk. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Merry Christmas. Have a good day. Bye. What?